Alright, chat. We're gonna start off with the fucking Damn! Yo, welcome, chat. I'm watching the fucking DDG and fucking Rodney drama. Like, I'm just chilling right now. I am gonna play in a little bit, but I'm gonna start off by reacting to shit. Bro, it's been a minute. I have so much shit to react to now.
Who is a relative newcomer in the past 9 to 12 months, put on
by a minute, I mean 2
by the
days.
Name of Lil Rodney's son, also known as Girl He Funny, also known as Reggie.
Reggie,
has gotten himself into a little bit of a
he's Girl He Funny. I watched him before then. I watched him before Kai then. Girl He Funny is nah. That gotta be. It ends with the 44, I think, or some shit.
Situation with DDG
like
that started off.
I don't know. I remember watching
making some comments on this individual's ex-girlfriend, defending her a little bit, but then alluding to the possibility of this guy Reggie having not fell off, but having not been on top of things and believing that it was because of the girl. Due to this, the guy Reggie replied, and I covered all of this in a previous video. He replied with this clip that I'm going to play you guys right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
Crashout scams.
DDG's point was just in the wrong. I only know the beginning. I literally only know the beginning. All I know is that DDG said, like, defended his ex-girlfriend even though she was doing cash up scams. Which I don't know how you could realistically, like, oh wait, my bad. Which I don't know how you could realistically fucking, like, defend that, but I know a couple people that do cash out scams. I don't defend that shit. I can't. No, not that dude that have done it. But like, shit like that isn't really worth like defending. Like for the most part, like. But people are saying Reggie is being a little sensitive or some shit. I don't know how. I mean, nah, I do know how. He's kind of like ODing it a little bit. People are saying he's trying to be Bruce. That's what I seen on TikTok. But I ain't see the rest. I have not seen any of the DDG clips. 31 minutes. God damn! How much shit did they stack up? It's been like 2 days. By the way, I watched Pegasus and fucking Yassine. So, like, I'm kind of caught up on most of the shit. Like, drama and all that, I'm always down to watch. I'm yapping. Let's go into it. I forgot.
Mind your business, bro. Mind your business, gang. Focus on that trash music, man. You feel me?
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying? Mind your business.
That's bad.
Say anything. Mind your business. It's
sounds
not even your beef. Mind your business, gang. You 40 years old, my nigga. Mind your business. I never heard a nigga say cut on that new DDG. I never heard a nigga say cut on that new DDG. I never heard a nigga say that. Mind your business, bro.
No, bro.
Like, you're 30.
I was trying to find my.
So in this clip, he's telling DDG to mind his own business. DDG threatens him and says this isn't who you want to do this with. And he tries to mellow out the situation. But the next day, he just came on 10. And like, I see the weed in the guy's background. Apparently, he enjoys smoking a lot. I thought smoking was going to calm some people down. This guy, I don't want to know what he's on if he's not on the weed. Because he just went in on everybody. And he even called out DDG for hitting up Kai Cenat. So Kai Cenat is really who gets a lot of credit for putting this guy on. The only reason I had heard about him as a streamer was via Kai Cenat, and I didn't even know what a Lil Rodney son was. So I'm going to play you guys the clip where he calls out DDG again and doubles down.
Ain't no nigga that don't want beef with, bro. Fuck is the internet. You don't give a fuck. Y'all keep thinking y'all Thanos. What is you talking about, nigga? You niggas don't.
Thanos is fucking insane. But, nah, I get what he means. Nah. They do act like they're the top of the top.
Bro told me don't even do this, bro.
They kind of are.
Bro told me don't even do this. Bro told me don't even do this.
Nah, I can't even say DDG won the Bruce beef. I don't give a fuck what he thinks. I don't think he won that. If Bruce is still popular without streaming, like, and plus, Bruce averages more than DDG averages. Like, regardless of subs. And but like I like both. Like I don't hate either one. Like at all.
DDG hit Kyle like, bro, can you tell your man's chill? Cause I'm finna go at him. Should've just went at me. Why you calling, bro? You calling niggas on me. You calling niggas on me. Bro, you calling around. You man. Y'all these niggas y'all praise though. Calling on me, bro. Get your mans. He wildin'. You a grown ass man. Y'all teaming up. I'm popping. I don't care. F all y'all, bro. When y'all see me, don't shake my hand.
You be like, hey, that's why your shoes untied. He'd be like, oh, hey, that's why your granny died. If I'm off.
No, wait. Okay. If you're not that close to the person, that is a fucking like line that you do need to know.
You with my finger, nigga, that don't mean that you throw a haymaker. That means you flick a nigga back. You know what I'm saying?
You forget he's a YN. He's a so-called YN. DDG, you're miscalculating something. He is a YN. Sorry, but common sense doesn't work with him. But in this situation, I don't know if Reggie is really that in the wrong. I just think he took it too far. I think it's 50-50 both sides now, since he was just taking it too far.
And then it goes from a regular joking matter to a fucking, now we got to box, now we got to fight, now we got to do all this other shit, because you don't understand levels of joking.
Levels of
joke with this nigga. As a grown ass man.
Try. He just said fuck all that. Alright.
I'm trying to hear all that, bro. My nigga, you only started streaming because your other careers, you know the real, my nigga. If you didn't start streaming, how well would that music be doing? DDG. That's my honest question. If you didn't start streaming, how well would that music be doing, bro? Like, none of you niggas is bigger than Big Bro.
I've never heard this.
Consonant will always be bigger than you, little bro. Shout out to my niggas, man.
Nah, bro.
Then I seen them other niggas.
That's too much.
I love this. You know why I love this?
I mean, that's
for a couple of other reasons.
Fuck it.
For many reasons, actually. And on both sides.
Say more.
Now, off rip, DDG, I think he's right for this. And he shouldn't get, like, clown.
He defended a scam. I don't know how you could be in the right there. I understand him calling him a dumbass and shit. But, Rodney, whatever the fuck, Reggie. Little Rodney, I'm not calling him that. Reggie, yeah, I'm calling him Reggie. Reggie.
Down for this because in the background, DDG's trying to figure out, like, yo, is this a real situation? So he's trying to call Kai and be like, hey, is this guy trolling? Are we faking this beef for content? Because you got to think, like, number one, beef sells. But I think DDG is saying, like, yo, do I actually need to take this personal and go in on this guy? Or can it be a friendly beef where we both cloud up off of it? We both gain a ton of subs. We both make a bunch of money. And we can both come out of this on a positive. And also, like, yo, can you tell him to chill on these certain topics? Because this isn't what I want to beef on. So he's going behind the scenes. He's not keeping it in front of the cameras. This is more of a mature, not a mature DDG, just a mature take in general. Like, calling that guy's boy and telling him, like, hey, like, what can we work? And now it depends what the call went. If he was like, yo, make sure that guy don't talk to me like that.
No, if it went like that, I completely understand why the fuck he's actually, like, getting mad at it. Bro, nah. If he calls another guy to tell you, yo, like, he said, don't try me, none of that, like, or, like, talk shit, DDG's in the wrong there, in my opinion. Because that wouldn't even be trying to, like, find a solution, I guess. Like, DDG was also putting himself in a situation that, like, he got sent the clip. Not much you can really control there. It's weird. Like, they're both streamers, so I don't know.
That's a different story, because then he's just trying to, like, pull strings
behind
to something he saw because he doesn't want to get into beef. But so that's why I like what DDG did here. You can tell that he tried to not wave a white flag, but he tried to work some negotiations behind the scenes and not do it for clout to make sure relationships were maintained. Lil Rodney's son, though, I love this because he's saying, man, not necessarily a F Kai, but he's saying, like, yo, y'all trying to go behind my back and make peace off of some other guy, like, y'all pretending like he run what I got going on.
Yeah.
What I got going on is what I got going on. And regardless, I'm going to step on this and said, yo, you should have just came at me. And I just love the whole grown man thing because this guy is a grown man. He's like 21, 22. And that's the funny thing. I thought he was significantly younger than Kai. Kai's like, 23? He couldn't be past 23. And then you've got the Rakai guys, I think, who people like 16, try to 17. Not compare, but may make a confusion because the Rakai dude is younger than, like, for example, if Rakai's like, y'all are grown men, I understand. I don't know if he's 18 yet. I know he was 16, 17 initially, but yeah, if he's 18, I'm willing to say, like, yo, y'all are grown men. But yo, dog, this dude, Lil Rodney's son, has been a grown man for several years. So this whole grown man thing's got to go out the window. But I like the energy. He's like, yo, nobody's gonna stop me. Like, yeah, I appreciate Kai. don't got nothing bad to say about him. We're cool. We're locked in, but I'm my own man, and you got a problem, come handle that problem with me. So, and then he doubles down on FaZe. So when he was trying to not diffuse the situation, when he was just trying to be honest and talk about DDG's music, what he said was, at least I'm gonna keep it a buck with these streamers. Blackboy Max is trash. I can't say DDG's that trash. DDG's got numbers. Like, his music is trash, but he's got numbers. So of course, Blackboy Max's community, they start coming at Lil Rodney's son, and in this clip, he decides to say F everybody.
Into the clips of shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, my FaZe, y'all FaZe, bro. FaZe, man, no cap, boy. Like, it could be up with y'all niggas too, bro. Get back, little nigga. Stop crying. Get back.
What?
Grown ass man.
Wait. You're just stacking shit up. I just grabbed my water, and this fucker stacked the fucking FaZe beef? Nah. Yeah, this shit's acting. This shit's fake. Nah. There's just no way. In the span of, like, a week, how the fuck do you create this many, like, beefs? Or, like, just change your whole, like, persona, bro? Like, not persona, his fucking, like, public image. From what I saw, he was just a funny ass guy. Like, he was chill as fuck. He would roast girls. Yeah. But I didn't think he would get, like, this mad over this. But
Crying.
I don't know.
Get back.
Yeah.
Get back, nigga.
No, I almost said as a YN. I am not a YN. Him as a YN, I guess he's playing the role. I don't know. This has to be acting, or this is gonna go bad. Like, this is gonna flip on him.
Streaming world was mad, boring. Y'all niggas pussy. Turn it up. This me.
Max hasn't even streamed in a month and a half. How are people?
Man, that nigga Max told me he was pulling up to my stream. He should have pulled up, man.
Oh.
Know what it is. Don't give a fuck. Max told me he was gonna pull up to my stream twice. Bro, I'm a grown ass man, gang. Don't play with me, mud. Don't give a fuck.
Oh my God.
No talking about.
Nah.
You feel me? Should have pulled up when that
This
stream.
is gonna become like a bunch of people.
Should have pulled up. I'm not pussy, bro. I'm in the industry now. Y'all gotta see me one day. You feel what I'm saying? So I'ma just keep doing me, mud. Like, fuck it. Y'all niggas gotta fuck with me. Y'all niggas gotta fuck with me, bro. No cap. I got the bros. Niggas ain't gotta fuck with me. I'ma just grind my way to the top like
I love this energy. I love it because, number one, like, Blackboy Max, he's not really dissing Max, but what people started pulling up is that when Blackboy Max was in Atlanta, I think it was, Lil Rodney's son was trying to get a stream in with him, and they were like, yo, you were trying to chase clout on Max. But what this guy is putting out is that, like, yo, Max said he was gonna link me twice, and then he didn't link me. So we had already made, like, plans, and then they just fell through. Typical rapper behavior. He's really living up to the rapper image that he wants to portray. And I can confirm that Max has done this to several people, to where he'll, like, only hit them up if it's content, or let's say they were supposed to do content and then he just cancels it last minute or replaces the person with somebody else, things like that. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily like snaky behavior, but people are going to feel a certain type of way about that. Like, for example, I'm the type of person where, yo, if you make a commitment, honor the commitment. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, yo, I'm going to be here and I'm not going to be there. So if somebody does that to me, I may be understanding, but that's where it ends. Like, we're not going to keep doing this whole dog and pony show, because I have a lot of respect for my time. I value my time highly, and you know, that varies across the board. Some people are willing to like wait a very long time for somebody. I'm not, especially when you made that commitment. So Lil Rodney said he didn't come out of nowhere and say that, but people kept going in on him, and he didn't even bring that up. So I don't think he was necessarily salty. He was just like, oh, okay, I guess stuff happens. And I'm the same way. I'll be like, yo, you know, things happen, but it seems to me that things happen with rappers a lot more frequently than things happen with somebody else. So yeah, that's just one thing why I mess with. And also, who the hell is gonna beef with them on FaZe? Like, who do we got? We've got like you got guys.
Ron and Lacey would get fried. Silky, maybe. Like, Silky likes beef. 20, but he's not 2021 Silky, so he don't got that. Nah, Silky got that. Silky might get cooked. Nah, never mind. If they argue, like, talking shit, Silky's getting cooked. But if it's physical, Silky cooks him.
Flat by Bradley Martin in the...
Bro, Lacey, nah. Lacey has too much. like too much against him. Fuck no. Ron, I don't think Ron would really say shit. Ron, unless you go at Ron, he ain't coming at you. That's the thing. That's twin.
In the middle of the gym.
Max. You already went on Max. I can't say
Perfectly
shit.
so, for trying to like take his hat off. You've
But
got another
Max
guy
is way
that
bigger though,
used to
so
be
like it doesn't
morbidly
even matter.
obese
Like
and
a
then lost a bunch
streamer?
of weight, and now his community's going at him because he's like
I don't know if he'll
all
respond.
gushed up over
If
a
he
chick.
does-
Who else do you got on FaZe? You got Silky, who I don't know too much about, but Silky's cool. I don't think
Silky's
that guy's
cool.
actually got a problem
W Silky.
with him. Who else? That's really all I can think of. You've got Max, but who else is on FaZe? I'm forgetting. It's escaping me. So he's just taking this villain role and saying F FaZe. Like, what are they really gonna say? I don't think Silky's gonna take offense to this. Not personally, at least. So what does that leave? Now, if Silky does take offense to this, that's good. That's good for beef. That's good to blow him up. Personally, I think Silky's really.
Oh my god, bro. If they start beefing, I got another video to react to then, because I already know something's gonna drop. Bro, if Silky says something, I already follow Silky, I follow all these people, bro. We're locked in. I genuinely am just interested in this shit.
The only one with sauce like that on FaZe. I don't really consider Blackboy Max FaZe that much. Oh, there's also Rage. See, like these guys, I don't really consider them FaZe because there's just not that much of a gel between them and like a stable Ronaldo or a Lacey. But yeah, I don't think Rage is going to take offense to this either. I think he finds this entertaining. I think he loves this. And I love this, man. Like somebody that's willing to be the
Rage
villain.
does like
I'm
drama.
the villain. This guy's listening to a little bit too much Yay. So this continues. So Dub,
I like
who
how this
is
misspelled
DDG's brother, he goes on another tirade coming at Lil Rodney's son now. So now everybody's talking about this guy. And this continues. So I'm going to play you guys these two Dub clips, and then we're going to get in. So Dub is the guy that threw some hands for DDG when DDG said, go handle that at the DreamCon convention.
I know I wouldn't be nowhere without my brother. But you just said, where would I be without my son? I put my son on. And then you said broke. Bro, everybody in your family is broke. Everybody in my family is rich. Every single person. Everybody.
Fuck. No, wait. Nah, they're just, nah.
Broke. So
I don't know about bringing it
right now, Lil Reg, and every single person in your family is broke. Every single one, including moms, including things. Every single person. So you can't say that. Put your family on. Quit putting Kai in the fucking occasion. You was streaming for 70 days straight with 9 niggas in there. 9. The fuck you talk about who would know somebody because of who? What the fuck? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You know me. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck you gonna say some nigga made me and you saying the nigga made you. The reason why niggas even know you, gang, not for them Instagram skits, not for none of that shit. It's with me.
Nah, I'm not gonna cap. I know because of Instagram. There we go. The skits.
Zeus and B-Lou and Deshae put you on that call. Nobody would know you, bitch ass nigga. It's a nigga right now that's in your room streaming 4 days straight. I ain't seen you in that bitch. I donated, nigga. Put them little niggas on, then we can have that conversation. Them little niggas was in your room. Y'all ain't never seen Lil Rodney's son put that shit on his story, nigga. I ain't never seen no tweet from you put them little niggas on your story. How the f you telling them niggas they gotta grind, nigga, and you didn't?
Damn!
Talk about get them little niggas out that little ass room.
I'm gonna keep it
honest. Dub might be like that. Dub might have fried him. Because I don't think he skipped anything. He got every single shot he could have got there.
Bro, I can't disagree with Dub here. Like, Dub put his son on, but he got put on because of DDG. And there is a little bit of a sidebar conversation that I'd like to have about this topic. I don't believe you need to put your family on. I'm keeping it real. Like, you, especially if they've got stable jobs. Now, if they're down bad, that's different. But if they're down bad because of poor habits, you're only going to sink yourself if you try to help them out. So the whole, like, yeah, you know, I got to make sure everybody's eating around me. Do you? Really? And also, like, how are you really going to...
For my family, it would be different. But I understand what he's saying about other people's families because not everyone has that fucking relationship, but like available to them. But to each their own. Like, whatever you do with your money, it's your money at the end of the day. I don't know. But but if he's close with his family, I don't think he's talking about it like that. I think he's talking about the money aspect. Like, he's saying he doesn't have enough money to fucking put his whole family on, but he's calling them broke. Or calling him broke. He can't call nobody broke if he doesn't have enough money to provide for his family. I think that was the point he was making. Not more so that, like,
put them on if it's not on some content stuff. Like, some people's family don't want to be content. They don't want to be entertainers. There is, like, other things that they could handle. Like, for example,
damn, the thing I forgot was put them on.
G helped put on his family. Like, his mom, he had her managing him. His brother, he had him robbing. Well, he tried to.
Oh my God, bro!
Straight and narrow with music. Yeah, Polo G signed his brother, but his brother he just wanted to stay in the streets. So DDG's family, they were down to do the content stuff, and DDG did help them, and Dub did put his son on. Although, like, it's a family effort. That's why I can't really say like, yo, your brother put you on. Yeah, but Dub actually kept grinding, and he's a loyal guy, and that's family. That's like saying, yo, you know, like you're only rich because you're in America. It's not like a one-to-one analogy, but so yeah, the person's American, that's their country, and they are going to benefit from the opportunities that are in that country. Same thing with family. The thing is, you can't just put somebody on and them stay on. Like, they've got to actually work, and this dude Dub is working. So I got to give him credit there. He's right. And you can't say something about somebody else's family if your family's not up. Now, if your family's like doing fine, you're like, yo,
that's why you can't disagree with them.
They're not struggling for anything. Yeah, they're not living lavish, but not everybody needs to live lavish. That's another thing. But then
that is true. Some people do not fucking like that shit. Some people prefer the most simple shit. Like, I'm not gonna cap. I've seen like some people's houses, and it does seem like a lot. Like, it does seem like handling a lot. Like, the big ass houses with a small family, I don't know if I like that, because, like, bro, there's so much open space. Like, nah.
When he goes on to the point about, like, Kai, and one thing that it made me respect this little Rodney son guy, he's like, yo, he streamed 70 days straight for non-people. Can we clap it up for that? Because this guy was already popular on Instagram. I do know, I will be fair.
Unless if you plan on having more kids.
That name, this guy, I only know it because of Kai Cenat, and because I started to see it everywhere. Now, I did know Girl He Funny, and I did know the skits, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And those are 2 completely different verticals and formats. Like, somebody's short form skits, comedy is different from that person being a mainstream fixture in streaming. And you could see why, because Dub was saying he was streaming to like 9 people, even if it was like 40 people. He might be down in the numbers a little bit. Who knows? But I respect the guy for streaming that long. That means he deserves his success. If he was willing to endure that.
What the fuck? I think he streams to more than the number they both think. Reggie doesn't stream to like 40 people. Reggie streams to like 10K. Bro, he's like up there with fucking Rakai, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, Rakai. Whew.
Then he demonstrated, like, yo, I've got what it takes for this in terms
of
effort. Because one thing that I think Kai Cenat gets a lot of credit for, or they try to be like, yo, Kai Cenat put this person.
Let's just say allegedly. Let's just say allegedly for all botting allegations. I'm not gonna say somebody bought it if it's alleged.
On, but I think Kai Cenat does a really good job of choosing the right person to put on that's going to continue to work. Because there are a lot of people that get put on and they get lazy and they fall off. Kai is...
I agree with SUC at the... I'm not even going to say at the beginning. When I watch the videos, yeah, I did agree with it.
Choosing people who he knows are going to continue working hard and continue going up. And that's what's happened with every single person that he's put on thus far. So I think that's a more underrated element of Kai.
The thing is, Kai, you could tell, is more so like media, like understanding of the media, whereas the people he's like not sponsoring, like putting on, don't really know what the fuck they're doing, because it's also like, imagine just throwing someone up to do something and then they blow up, but they don't know what they're actually like supposed to do genuinely. Like, they would be confused, or like, let's say they weren't trained on how to interact in a proper situation, and then they misinteract, and then either get sued or get some bullshit ass fucking claim, strike, or anything. Like, bro, we've watched so much fucking drama that, like,
spotting talent,
we've seen this shit before.
People don't really recognize and give credit to. But this situation
people
even got Zeus and Bilu weighing in. Zeus and Bilu, they're really close with DDG, and these guys, I would say they are they're like the Switzerland of streaming and content creation. They don't really have problems with anybody.
Nah,
if somebody has a problem
WZ
with them, I'm more inclined to believe that
they're tough as
that
fuck.
individual is the problem.
That's a tough
especially
duo.
Zeus. Like, the guy really tries to keep the peace a lot of the time and try to be level-headed. But they address this situation in the following clip.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
All right, man. It's not that fucking deep. It's really not.
In all honesty, I feel like
I mean, I get the what I get.
It's the internet, though, bro. Reggie brought it to the internet. You made it public. If it was
That
like
is
personal
true.
business, that it
Don't
was
break
personal.
back.
You can.
Damn, but I do get what the. Damn, that is a really good fucking argument, bro. I would use that shit, but like, damn it, nah, it is completely fucking public, bro. Damn, if you do put everything and post it, nah, you have to make the conscious decision of looking at the video, editing the video, rendering the video, downloading the video. Well, rendering the video, then just posting it. Yeah.
I can understand that point. But you brought it to the internet. Streamers, supporters sent shit for people to react to. He gave his 2 cents in. I don't think DDG gave his 2 cents because he actually gave a.
Oh.
It's just responding in the moment.
And this is like what I said in my previous video. I say, yo,
A reaction
there's
to a
no mind your
reaction is
business.
crazy.
This is
To a
our
reaction.
business. You're a streamer, and your girl's doing content or talking about it, or your ex-girl, whatever the case may be, and people are talking about her. Yeah, this is all of our business right now. So it was already on the internet. But I did give Rodney some grace and say, like, hey, if you have a personal relationship with somebody and you're both on the internet, you can choose not to talk about certain things. You can just be like, yo, that's him and his girl situation. You know how people get with that. I'm not going to speak on that. That's my man's. It's that easy. And the audience will be like, okay, we get it. Or you can make them get it. So that's just the only part where I would say, not Zeus is wrong necessarily, but I could understand the frustration because that could have been handled in a different way. But that's just, I wouldn't say that's me nitpicking, but
it could have been handled completely
that's just
differently.
how I would have handled it personally. And then in the
like I
next
said,
clip,
not
this is
everyone
also
has
how you
media
know
training.
He's really, really, really up with it and just so locked in. This is one thing I really do admire about DDG is him throwing lobs to his brother. So instead of making an announcement and saying that, yo, I'm going to address this and getting all the people on his stream, he calls in to his brother Dub's stream and says, yo, it's up. It's real beef. They have a conversation over the phone. That gets clipped. That gets spread everywhere. And now Dub is the one getting not the credit, but people are seeing him as a streamer, and then they're going to funnel into him. So he's doing Dub a solid instead of just holding that moment to address him on his own stream. So this is like kind of that relationship where he's just helping him out. And, they work off each other. Like Dub is handling situations for DDG. Dub is also making his own content, etc. So
much. Long leg Reggie,
you go. You think this is a game? It's finna get real serious for you. I can't wait to get online. Hey, Dejan, saw that nice shit. Get on his ass, bro. Nigga ain't no little ass boy. This nigga popping, please. You grown man, I'm a kid. I'm on your ass. I tried to save you. Get on his ass, bro. We on this nigga ass, bro.
That's what I told him, bro. He too broke. He gonna be broke in a couple months. He ain't Bruce.
Couple months is
Bruce? Yeah, you gonna need that. Well, you gonna need that. You gonna need that Kai stimulus package times 3, nigga. Need that shit.
Oh, all right, let me get on this.
You finish your live, my bad.
Get on this.
I like this. I like to see this camaraderie, especially in family, man. It's really, it's not an easy thing for family to do well. And like, for example, like we saw with KSI and his brother Deji. Like Deji a lot.
That one was stupid as fuck. That one was stupid as fuck, bro. I never expected Deji and JJ. Actually, the thing is, people were. Nah, I would have maybe believed Deji. Now a little bit. JJ has been getting contradicted a lot, bro. Recently, JJ has been getting cooked. I watched all of Mr. Pegasus' shit, bro. I love JJ. Like, one of my favorite sidemen, easily. But I don't know if I could defend him constantly.
A lot of the times was fell off. Deji was...
I don't fucking... Like I say, it's all alleged. And nobody was ever, like, accused of anything. No one was ever, like... All I've seen is drama. And most of it is kind of, like, clips. Like, mind you, I haven't watched... I can't say I've watched a full video. like that are in the like videos of the explanation, so I can't really say shit.
Lazy.
Like I don't like making a judgment call if I haven't watched everything myself. But fuck it. I still fuck with JJ. I'm getting that shit right out here. I don't care if people hate on him. I fuck with JJ. I've been fucked with the Simon. But whatever drama he gets in, that's completely separate.
Like, he felt like, and there's this also, like, being in your
I'm
older
still picking
brother's
sides for
shadow
certain shit.
situation. It
But I
doesn't
can still
seem
like
like
both
that's
parties.
hampered Dub at all. He just understands, like, yo, this is big, this is my brother, and we're going to handle this, like, we're family. First and foremost, and whatever he does, whatever win that he makes is a win for all of us. And I also think it's because of how DDG handles his role too, where it's on some, yo, this is for all of us, this is for family. I'm not trying to compete with any of y'all. I'm trying to bring everybody up with me, and it's really a beautiful thing, man. Because I've seen it too many times. Like, it's not that family screws you over necessarily; it just ends up not working because of whether it be laziness, whether it be a little bit of not jealousy, but like fans kind of coming between the brothers or family in general and things like that. So then Rodney's son replies to DDG's brother Dub in this hilarious clip, which to sum it up, it's 2 words: you're 30.
Then the other old, he keep yelling at his camera like, bro, you're 30. When I'm 30, I'm not streaming, bro. I'm living a normal life. Like, nigga be 30 years old on stream.
Nah, Ronnie, you're losing me. Yeah, I mean, he's talking shit, I guess.
Where's your family, bro? Like, when I'm 30, I'm not streaming.
Nah,
man. Not gonna lie.
Ronnie,
No cap. I hope I make as much cheese as I can make. You feel what I'm saying? The right way, humbly, without scamming my fans and like that. Hope I can make as much cheese and just live comfortable, bro. I'm not trying to stream at 30. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not reacting to them niggas either. Like, it's just, it's crazy, bro. Like, that ass. Said that your 30 is played out. You a man. You must be 32.
you are a man.
Bro, right there must be 30, bro. That shit crazy. Certain shit I say only apply for the opposition, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Don't apply for the guys. Only apply for other niggas. Like, bro, you're 30. Like, why you even... like, how you even get in a stream of beef at 30, dog? That ain't crazy to y'all? Like, and you're 30. Like, how are you even...
Okay, nah. This fucker's fried. This fucking fried. What? Like, you just throwing shit out there.
Beef. How you explain that?
The thing is,
that don't even make sense.
you just gotta talk shit. If someone's talking shit about you, but I mean, he started it.
Like, that's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, so as you just saw in that clip, this is really the hubris and the arrogance of somebody that's young. I've been there. We've all been there. I was like, you're just talking about like, man, by the time I'm 25, especially if you're like 17, 18, 19, and keep in mind, this guy's 21 and lit. That's completely different from, being 21 and you're a college student. You're like, okay, there's still like time to go. He's making money now. So he's thinking like, yo, 30 is so far away. 30 is so old. I won't be doing this when I'm 30. Remember when Uzi was talking about like, yo, he's retiring at 25? Yeah, we still see him putting up sad, pouty faces, the same that he was doing 10 years ago. Like, come on. A lot of people,
No. Uzi could have been retired. It's just this fucker spending habits are
people
ass.
think that they're going to do a certain thing. And this is the thing. That's imagining that you would even be doing this until 30. Like, what is it that you're going to do at 30? That's the thing. Like, what are you going to graduate to? Like, maybe you're like, yo, I'm going to be acting at 30. Okay. Like, where's your family? That guy's family is the content. The family is the business. That dude Dub. And earlier I was talking about, like, brother relationship and Deji and KSI. The difference here is that Dub is older than DDG, which maybe, like, makes him a little bit more mature. So I didn't mean to say that.
I don't think he's older than Jay.
Oh, I didn't mean to allude to DDG being older than his brother Dub. But what I'm saying is that could create its own issues between brothers as well. Because it's like older brother is kind of like the young buck of younger brother. And it's like, this isn't supposed to be the dynamic. But ignoring that and getting back to the topic is, I think this is just rage.
Bro, I think you were rage baiting right there. He was throwing that shit out of nowhere. Like, nobody's...
dog. I do think that Rodney,
I think he's just talking about Rodney.
It's just because he believes 30 is so far, but things happen quick. People spend a lot of bread quick.
If you're in your 20s, you can't realistically judge someone that's below like WH. Like, you're not necessarily that far, bro. Isn't he Reggie like fucking 23? If he's 23 and Duke is 30, in my opinion, they're close. They're a lot closer than he thinks. He's the same distance from a 30-year-old that he is to a 16-year-old. Think about it like that.
And it's also like, what else is he gonna do?
Like, that might be a big gap, but after you turn 18 and become an adult, that changes it like a lot. Like, the gaps just kind of get smaller. Like, it isn't the same thing.
But it is funny. He's like, yo, you're 30 years old and streamer beef. I don't think Dub looks at... Well, yeah, Dub is actually getting into physical situations. So I'm not even going to pretend or try to give grace.
So we can't say
shit. He understands that he's just acting. Like, this is his job. And, you know, beefing with people is going to get him more lit. And he's entertained. This is the thing. You're all entertaining the same audience of kids or young people. So that's like saying, well, this person's Mr. Rogers is in his 50s, but he's out here, you know, telling people to tie their shoes and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's like, bro, you're 50. Well, yeah, but his audience and his business is catered to a certain demographic. So, yeah, there's going to be people in that demographic like Ryan's toy reviews that were in Mr. Rogers' old demographic. So that's where I don't really see the guy's point. But I do find it funny. I genuinely find ageism funny and entertaining. And I think people love it. It's just like, it's just such an easy dismissive thing. It's like, oh, not funny, plus you're white. That thing kind of stopped. But for a little while that was going on. I don't know if it was last year or 2023, but that's hilarious because they're just dismissing somebody on something just so minuscule. And you could say like there are cultural aspects of that, which is different than age. But the age one is even funnier because it's just like, yo, you're 30. And I just find that hilarious, like making fun of 30-year-olds in a good way, as in that should continue. Because in reality, it doesn't matter. Like, dog, we've got rappers in their 40s with successful careers still, and nobody's tripping off their age. 2 Chainz is in his 40s. Who else is in his 40s? A lot of other rappers that we're still listening to. So I think like things have changed a little bit in
2 Chainz. That's it. No, 2 Chainz. I don't know.
Hip hop and like culture, I guess. But
I'm
I don't
lost
know
here.
about streaming. That's a different story. But like Dub, this guy's clearly still lit. I don't think people really care. They just look at it like, yo, that's Unc or that's Big Bro. But like I said, I love the making fun of, yo, you're 30. But that's the thing. That dude Dub might be 30 or in his 30s. DDG's 27 and he gave this dude 30. When Rodney's son or Reggie is like, what, 22? It's like, bro, you're the same age.
I don't know if he got a stale loose leaf or something, stale some weak weed that day, but you was feeling yourself. Now there's no return. I'm on your and I want to see you in real life. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, I done seen this little ass boy. I done seen this nigga, bro. I done smoked weed with in these dorms, right? Smoking weed with this in his dorm. This DDG, you got it, bro. You one of the ones, bro. Like, bro, you really made the blueprint. Like,
you really made the blueprint.
Like, bro, it's so crazy. I guarantee you, bro. If motherfucking Reggie accidentally walked in this hotel right now, that nigga shit himself, bro. You's a bitch, nigga. That's what it is. You a grown man, act grown. You're not a little kid. You gonna have to address this shit.
DDG proves my point here. Picture perfect. Rodney's son, a.k.a. Reggie, he said DDG's music was trash. And he said, mind your business. He didn't say DDG didn't pioneer this. He didn't say he wasn't watching DDG when he was growing up. He even said, like, yo, we love that vlog stuff. They was faking beef back then, but we loved it. So he still gave you your praise. But DDG is like one of those type of dudes. And people say, like, yo, why don't you show love? You got to show more love. Because somebody takes that love, puts it in their pocket, and then brings it out to aim it right back at you one day in the near future. People talking about like, yo, you know, you be vulnerable with a chick and she just gonna hold on to that and bring it up another day, like some insecurity you got. Dudes be doing that. Like, and especially if you show love to another person's like influence, accomplishments. This guy's trying to flip it on Reggie now and say like, yo, I remember you was D-sucking. Oh, okay. So it's showing love when you mess with the person, but when you don't mess with them anymore, it's D-riding. And this is why you cannot show a person like DDG love. You cannot. Now, you know, I like to be fair.
I
so
mean, because
I will
you'll
give credit
use
where
it,
credit is due. But Reggie's right. he's talking about, yo, you started streaming because everything else wasn't working out. Where would your music be if you weren't streaming right now? And it would be where it was a year and a half ago. Nowhere. Nobody would know what was going on with the music. But that's also like ingenuity, where it's like DDG knows what to do to get popping and to make the music work and to make everything work together now. Like music is working, merch is working, content is working, streaming is working, YouTubing is working, everything is working except for the family aspect. That's in tatters, and it's going to be a long drawn out war. But yeah, I don't like the whole turning it into D-Rodden, because he gave you your credit for the content you created. He was, now if he was there telling you like, bro, I don't know how you not like triple platinum. I don't know why people don't mess with your raps that much anymore, or like why don't they mess with your raps more? And then he says your music is trash. That's D-Rodden. You could say he was D-Rodden and then he switched up. But now he's going full in on this guy, and I think it's justified by DDG, and I think DDG also realizes like, yo, beef is good for business. But the thing where he tries to take it physical is where I'm like, yo, dog, are you not learning your lesson with Halle Bailey? You want to get into another physical altercation with this guy? Now, there is levels of disrespect, and I agree with DDG where it's like, yo, some people just say anything. Like, for example, that FaZe guy, Stable Ronaldo. I think DDG's trying to tell this younger dude a lesson where, like, that Stable Ronaldo guy, it's a meme that Bradley Martin, who's like this big bodybuilder, YouTuber, a fitness influencer, I guess you could say, not necessarily bodybuilder, but that's what he does. He lifts weights. People make fun of him because he's always wearing a hat and like his hairline, or he's bald, things like that. So this Stable Ronaldo guy goes and tries to like flip his hat off or take his hat, and then he gets slapped in the face. And I don't know what that guy was thinking, but that's an example of what DDG is saying. Is like, yo, there's jokes. Like, for example, if that guy cracks some jokes about Bradley Martin, he's like, yo, can I take your hat off? Or, like, yo, what's underneath that hat? That's one thing. Say, okay, we're on stream, these are jokes, but you start touching the guy, getting in his personal space, and taking something off of his head, you're going to get smacked. And I think that's what DDG is saying, is like, yo, we can go back and forth, but once you take it to a certain level where it gets to disrespect, that's where it's got to get taken to the next level. And I understand that, and that's an adult thing, and maybe he doesn't get that because he's not a grown man, and he's talking about all these other people that are grown men. But you are a grown man, you're 21 plus, so you're going to have to handle whatever consequences come with the people that you're dealing with. And I just hope that this doesn't escalate and it just stays kind of like online and beef back and forth, like kind of like Soluminati and DDG. That way we can all enjoy ourselves. They can make a ton of money off the attention. We can enjoy and get our entertainment. We can talk about it and just have a grand old time together. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you think it's going to get worse, or you think this is purely just entertainment? I think DDG's taking this really personally, to be honest. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.
Fuck, bro.
What's poppin'?
Honestly, that was the stupidest drama I've ever watched. But I don't know what to say with there. Bro, I was trying to fix the Discord link because I completely forgot I hadn't fixed it. But honestly, in that situation, I might have to go with fucking